Love is the way. Love is the way. Good morning, good day. Welcome to you. Many of you I'll be seeing in Sedona in a day, so I'm looking forward to that. Then our next scheduled retreat beyond that is going to be at Kripalu Yoga Center in Massachusetts, July 13th through the 18th. Of course, this is 2025, and I'll probably do an online retreat between now and then. Okay. Okay, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Well, I was reflecting on the highest teaching in regards to Kundalini awakening. And what is that teaching? Love is the way. So please shut down your eyes and open your hearts. And I know many of you are here because you struggle with the intensity of Kundalini. Others are here because they want to know how to more fully embody this Kundalini. And some of you are here because you want to invite this Kundalini more fully into your life in a manifest way. And in response to all of this, what is the way? Love is the way. Love is the way. And so it is important for us to scan our body and to notice, to attend to any place within us that is out of alignment with love. With love. Because what is Kundalini? Kundalini is a manifestation of love, of light, of truth. And so together, let us take some deep, full breaths, softening behind the eyes, the forehead, softening that overly active mind that most humans possess. Can we soften here? Can we surrender all of our thoughts, our beliefs, our judgments, our dogma about Kundalini Shakti, about our path? And can we invite this mind to be silent, to be spacious, to be open and free? And so right away, as we unhook, disconnect from the thinking mind, you may notice in the background, the space, the fabric of the mind is buzzing with light. It's buzzing with radiance. We could call this Kundalini Shakti, is another word for love. For love, a radiant love. A love that's not wanting, that's not chasing, that's not grasping. So let us breathe. Let us feel. Let us soften. Let us open to the radiance of love. Surrendering any and all thoughts, any and all thinking, any and all beliefs. And as you do so, you may notice dancing light within the space of the mind. And sometimes if we're struggling, our mind tells us a story about us struggling. But if you let go of the thoughts and just notice the fabric of the mind, begin to notice this dancing light, this radiant love. And so we open here. We open here. So breathing, feeling, softening. relaxing and opening the throat chakra, softening any gripping, any tension in the jaw. Jaw tends to be a point of bottleneck, a point of contraction, point of gripping and resistance. So letting go in the jaw, letting go in the throat, letting go in the shoulders, letting go in the upper chest, breathing, feeling, softening. Again, surrendering any thoughts that manifest in the throat chakra. Often these are thoughts of control. These are thoughts of repression. Let us surrender any of this, any thoughts of judgment or criticism. Sometimes we have arguments with life, with God, with Kundalini Shakti. And even though Kundalini is a very intense force, any argument that we have with it will be an argument with ourselves, an argument with God. An argument that leads us into resistance, which would be the opposite of healing, the opposite of integration. And so let us do the courageous and loving thing to do and open in the throat chakra. Deep, full breath, inviting the space of the mind, the space of the heart to be connected through the doorway of the throat. So softening, opening the throat, trusting in love. Love is the way. The ego that lives in the throat says resistance is the way. But we know we're too mature on this path to believe in resistance. We believe in love. We believe in love. Breathing, feeling, softening, opening. Opening and surrendering. Coming into the space of the heart. We know the heart is the epicenter of love. The epicenter of love. Yet many of us in our heart, we have despair, we have heartache, we have abandonment wounds. We have old emotional pain from mother, father, sister, brother, lover, past, whatever it is. Let us surrender this old pain at the feet of the Divine Mother. Hey, Mother, I give all this pain back to you, and I choose in the here and now to open to love. For I know that love is the way. Love is the way. The softening and trusting. And for some of you, if you have a heavy burden in your heart as you open, you may notice a little bit of trembling, a little bit of shaking. That's okay. Let the old pain, the old trauma shake and tremble out of you. If tears come, they are fully welcome in this space. Let them flow and let them burn up in the light, in this love. That anything painful, despairing, hurting, be embraced with immense love. Immense love. So again, taking deep, full breath, inviting the radiance of love to shine throughout your heart, your chest, flowing down your arms, your hands, flowing up through the throat chakra, clearing the throat, flooding into the space of the mind, flooding your being with images of your brilliance, of your beauty, of your divinity. And so again, softening, opening, melting, 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 melting. The solar plexus, melting, melting, melting. Letting go of any personal fight. Often we hold on to personal fights in the solar plexus, fights with family members, fights online, political, dogmatic fights, fights with the neighbor, whatever it is. Can you let it melt? Can you let it open? To see your solar plexus chakra standing tall and proud, being a conduit of impersonal light, love, truth, and freedom. Giving yourself the gift of surrendering any old or current personal fights we have with reality. Instead of fighting with the self, seeing your greatness, your glory, your divinity, your holiness. Holiness, again, breathing, feeling, softening, opening, radiating with light. A joyous radiance, joyous radiance, joyous radiance, joyous radiance. Noticing how good it feels to restore the body, restore the subtle, energetic body to its highest nature. And breathing, feeling, softening, opening in the Hara. Again, sometimes in the Hara, we have issues with work, with family, with finance, with money, with intimate relationships, with home. Inviting this great wave of light, of love, of truth to flow through the Hara, clearing out any darkness, any confusion, clearing out any old thinking that holds you back. Holds you back. Sometimes we have roots into our childhood, which are not helpful roots. They're more like weeds, more like weeds. If we have big issues still with mommy or daddy, or sister or brother, let us reach down and pull up those roots and say, I choose to live anew, to live fresh, open to these energies of spring, out with the old and in with the new. Taking a moment to root down into your truth and uproot any untruths, uprooting untruths, rooting down into the truth, greater truths, radiant truths, truths that support you, that lift you up, that make you happy, healthy, luminous, and free. Breathe. Sometimes in the Hara, we have old limiting beliefs around money, around finance, around there not being a seat at the table for us. And I can assure you, with this Kundalini Shakti, with this light that you are, there is a seat for you at the table of life. A seat where you are a king, a queen, a goddess, a Buddha, a radiant being of light, honored, loved, supported, sharing your truth, your gifts with this world, smiling and opening in the heart, inviting this strength to shine, to create an uprightness, a directness in your presence. Breathing, feeling, softening, opening, trusting in love, trusting in love, in love, in love. The power of love, the power of light. Realigning oneself with the truth. And finally, feeling down into the root chakra. And noticing if there is any primal existential resistance to life, any primal, any existential fear within you. And let's throw this fear, this resistance on the bonfire of love, inviting the root chakra to heat up with warmth, with aliveness, with radiance and divinity, choosing fully to be here, awake, aware, radiant and free, with both feet here, established on planet Earth. Saying, I choose to be a divine warrior. I choose to be this radiant love. I choose to cast out all that which is old, all that which is past, all that which is dead, all that which is numb, all that which is limited and holds me back. And I choose to root into the deep, crystalline heart of Mother Earth, re-empowering myself with light, with immense divinity, plugged into the source. Drawing this light up from the earth, welcoming the flow of Kundalini Shakti through the bottoms of the feet, up through the ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees, the thighs, flowing into the root chakra, then exploding open, flowing directly, swiftly, like a rocket ship, up the spine, going through every chakra center, flowing out the top of the head, and then showering down all around you, showering the body with light, invigorating the entire body, nervous system with light, with love, with truth and strength. Again, drawing it up from the earth, the bottoms of the feet, the legs, the root, inviting the root to explode open with light, with brilliance, Every breath, breathing, feeling, softening, opening, flowing up into the Hara, casting out, burning up any darkness, any confusion, any chaos, flowing further still, exploding, open, the solar plexus, illuminating the solar plexus, the entire abdomen with light, with love, with power, with strength. Continuing to breathe, drawing this radiance up from the earth, through the bottoms of the feet, through the legs, to the root, the Hara, the solar plexus, flowing the massive tidal wave of light into the heart, overflowing throughout the heart, flooding the shoulders, the arms, the hands, pouring out the fingertips and the palms, the body being flooded with light, clearing out any old emotional density, any old emotional pain, any old emotional suffering, karma, limiting beliefs being burnt up, being burnt up, burnt up, burnt up in the light, in the light. Inviting a new order, the order of love, order of forgiveness, order of compassion, order of joy, happiness, and radiance. And there's a few of you here holding back a little bit. I'm going to invite you to say yes to love, yes to love. Let that old egoic resistance burn up, burn up. The power of no will do nothing for you, but sink you, will create more pain and suffering for you. So we believe, we choose to open the power of love, flowing, radiated throughout the heart chakra, throughout the chest, throughout the entirety of the body, flowing up through the throat chakra, flowing up into the space of the mind, flowing up into the crown, bringing a sense of unification and harmony, a brilliance and a harmony throughout all 7 chakra centers. And again, finally, the Kundalini Shakti blasting out the top and raining down all around you, showering this body, this nervous system with light. Every breath, drawing this Kundalini Shakti through all 7 chakra centers. And with the exhale, the Shakti raining down all around you, flooding your body, your nervous system, your psychological nature with light, with love, with healing. Feeling this enormous wind of grace flowing through your being. Now, finally, I'm going to invite you to bring your attention to your third eye. With the eyes closed, I invite you to direct your eyes upward, about 20 or 30 degrees, the same way as if you were looking at a massive, massive black movie screen. Upon this screen, I invite you to see your highest manifestation, to see your highest self radiating with light, with love, seeing your human self happy, joyous, free, healthy, happy relationships, living in a big, beautiful, radiant home full of light, seeing yourself sharing your beautiful gifts here on planet Earth, being generously paid, supported, nurtured by life, engaged in healthy, happy, radiant relationships, joyous relationships, seeing, envisioning your highest nature, your Buddha nature, your goddess nature, your Christ nature. Seeing yourself happy, healthy, free, supported, nurtured, in a radiant home, a radiant heart, sharing your radiant gifts in radiant, loving relationships. Saying yes, yes, yes to the truth of your being. The truth of your being. Breathing, feeling, opening, smiling. And seeing your highest self, looking back at this one here, envisioning the highest self and saying, yes, this is me. Yes, this is you. Yes, this is me. Yes, this is you. Smiling, radiating, shining with light. Seeing the glory of Kundalini Shakti flowing through this body, through this nervous system, manifesting great gifts, incredible relationships, great wealth and abundance, happiness and joy, 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 and joy, and joy, and joy, and joy. And so, holding on to this grand vision of oneself, bringing the palms to the heart and inviting this love to flow out to all of humanity, to all the plant and animal kingdoms, flowing out to all beings and blessing the majesty of planet Earth. And so, with this, gently opening our eyes, and I welcome you into this space. I welcome you into this space. All you beautiful beings of light, of light. And so, as we transition into this time for sharing, I invite you to share at least one aspect of your beauty, of your divinity, of your vision, of what you saw. I invite you to share your highest nature. I invite you to give your highest nature permission to speak. Permission to speak. And if at any point your humanity needs to speak and talk about difficulties, that's welcome, and we will hold a space of love for you. But I invite you to speak from your highest nature and to begin to get more and more comfortable sharing your light, sharing your love with this world. If anyone's here listening, in the future on YouTube, you can share something in the comments below.